今日は切り寄せ本能っていうところです。
まもなく2番線に各駅停車新宿行きが参ります。危ないですから黄色い線までお下がりください。まもなく2番線に各駅停車新宿行きが参ります。危ないですから黄色い線までお下がりください。
Pathologic assessment. If they have low grades of disease, which is 6 or less, we often don't recommend therapy. We recommend something closer down. Anything that's intermediate or high grade, though, they're at greater risk of dying. 100 years ago, everybody diagnosed, or a large proportion of people diagnosed with low grade disease, 6 or less, were treated. That shift has actually changed now a lot more. So we're learning to get better therapy. Anyway, just hold on. Very much excited about that. Next Monday is a government holiday, Columbus Day. We have class on Monday, we have class on Tuesday. So Sunday got her PhD from Rutgers University, where she did a postdoc in France, and she came to NCI in the 80s and started working on that's what we wrote that data, good point for it, and we do that. So I hope somebody wrote that data in one part of Thank you, Dr. Moody. Now we're going to be changing the gears from prostate cancer to lung cancer. And just to take a short survey, how many people might be working on lung cancer in the audience? Anybody? We need more interest in anything else. So, today we're still speaking about lung tumorigenesis, lung cancer, and transforming growth factor beta. So, today as it was 2 years ago, lung cancer is the most common cause of cancer death in lung cancer. Okay, all right. So, lung cancer today, like it was 2 years ago or 20 years ago, is the most common cause of cancer death among both men and women in the U.S. 2 years ago, there were over 221,000 newly diagnosed cases of lung cancer and over 158,000 who disease this disease. Now, because of the strong regimens of anti-cancer and anti-smoking campaigns in this country, most cases of lung cancer now occur in ex-smokers. However, because of other regimens like secondary smoke, as well as persons who have to work in the coal industry and the exposure to radon, lung cancer is a serious disease in this country and continues to be. And unfortunately, the 5-year survival rate is still dismal at 15%. Now, my history is in TGF-beta, transforming growth factor beta, or TGF-beta for short. As a bit of background, TGF-beta is a multifunctional regulation of cellular growth and proliferation. It's a potent inhibitor of the proliferation of most normal epithelial cells in culture and shows widespread tissue expression. It plays a pivotal role in maintaining epithelial homeostasis and has been associated with various types of cancers, including lung cancer. And TGF-beta shows what is called a context-dependent inhibition or stimulation of cell proliferation and myoplastic transformation. That's a mouthful. But we think that TGF-beta is a very attractive candidate for new therapeutic intervention approaches among these for lung cancer treatment. So to understand TGF-beta, you have to go back to the beginning. And the beginning starts in the 70s with another protein called sarcoma growth factor. Sarcoma growth factor is a polypeptide that is secreted by the lung marine sarcoma virus transformed mast fibroblasts that can stimulate the proliferation of normal rat fibroblasts to form colonies in cell culture. And this was a pivotal transformation assay that Joe DeLocco and George Scaro used and reported in the late 70s. Now, after the discovery of sarcoma growth factor, there are essentially two classes of PGFs that were isolated from MSG-transformed cells. One class was shown to be able to compete with ectodermal growth factor, EGFR for receptor binding, and this class was termed TGF-alpha. Another trials were shown not to be able to complete for EGF binding, but the colony-forming activity could be enhanced by TGF-beta, by EGF, and this was called TGF-beta. So thermic growth factor is really composed of at least two different polypeptides, TGF-alpha and TGF-beta, and unfortunately they share a term, but they're very different proteins. And this was reported by Robert Disborn in the early 80s at the Seattle. Following the discovery of TGF-beta, this was taken to purify the protein, and three different sources of purification were used: human platelet, human placenta, and as well as bovine kidney. Three different receptors that can be identified as well as neuropathy. And the purification typically started with bovine kidney. Typically started with using 100 grams of bovine kidney based on local water, which is people extracted with ethanol and precipitated overnight in the column with about 15 liters of a solution of ethanol. The next day, the precipitated was dissolved in 50 ml and then applied to like 80 liters of LPCC column in fractions. 1 liter fractions were collected, then my whole record was developed over the summer time. And using this procedure, this is only from one fraction measured about 5 to 6 months where it was TGF-beta. And it was mostly getting 1 nano because the other was the light one, but then at that time it was TGF-beta. So to give you some idea, this is just a slide of the column TGF-beta. This way it shows the LPCC columns that were used. Peak error is the ratio of the gallons of the collected here. It's also the number of so for this assay, I'm aggregate for plate and after that we added a mixture of media, serum, narcaso, EGF, and of course the sample. This was then left incubate for 1 week, and then the colony will count it with the make called the compound enough to the then we took the blood out of the water and then we turned it on the slide. Now, the concept is that TGF-beta is present in the sample for colonies to grow and be counted. No TGF-beta is present in the sample, no colonies will be grown, and no colonies will be counted. So, to do include purification, after the final HPLC purification, this slide shows that it's colonies from my gel of the samples that were run. The TGF-beta migrates at a 25,000 molecular rate, found by the other undergrad, and samples in this case from 50 different systems. So, that's the real thing. The TGF-beta was really an MPI, so following the purification of TGF-beta, you now have the sequence of TGF-beta and now TGF-beta 1 was and TGF-beta 1 was shown to initially exist as a precursor TGF-beta entity consisting of 391 amino acids, having a single peptide amino complex, a middle section which was termed the late state associated peptide lab, and a mature TGF-beta protein consisting of 112 amino acids at the T-terminus. Now shown at the top is the protein of the amino acid sequence of TGF-beta, human TGF-beta 1, and I'd like to draw your attention to the 9 amino residues in the proteins, because these are very reminiscent and characteristic of the TGF-beta and TGF-beta family. Now following the purification and sequencing of amino acid sequencing of TGF-beta, the crystal structure of TGF-beta was performed in the early 90s. And this anticipated crystal structure of TGF-beta 2 because evidently it was much easier to crystallize TGF-beta 2 than TGF-beta 1. So crystallography shows that TGF-beta is a dimer consisting of two identical monomeric chains held together by an interchange of which forms a hydrophobic pocket, and in the pocket are these 9 characteristic distinct residues that form a structure called residuosome 15-9. Now TGF-beta is really the main pair of what is called the TGF-beta superfamily. The superfamily consists of the 5 TGF-beta here, TGF-beta 1, 2, and 3 that are found in mammals, TGF-beta 4 found in chickens, TGF-beta 5 and in fish. In addition, the superfamily also contains more predictive proteins, also known as growth differentiation factors, as well as the activin and inhibin. So to summarize what I've been speaking to you about, TGF-beta is a 25,000 molecular weight bisulfite bonding compound, very highly homologous isoform in mammals, TGF-beta 1, 2, and 3. Principal sources of TGF-beta in humans include the platelets, bone, and spleen, most times TGF-beta as well as its receptors. And TGF-beta is usually secreted in what is called a late inactive form that must be activated in order for the molecule to perform its many wondrous events. And the superfamily of TGF-beta includes not only the TGF-beta per se, but the activins, the sequence, BNT, and CDF. So the TGF-beta superfamily is really a large superfamily, and it's a central control module for many biological processes that are important to health and disease, including development, immune system function, reproduction, angiogenesis, aging, tissue repair and response to injury, metabolic regulation, and proliferative homeostasis. So with TGF-beta being involved in so many important control mechanisms in the body, it's a dream for somebody trying to get grant money from the United, and that's what they did. Okay? So the major biological responses regulated by TGF-beta include a laundry list of it enables
におきまして発生いたしました人身事故の影響で中央線快速電車大幅にダイヤ乱れての運転となっております。ご利用のお客様にはご迷惑ご不便をおかけしまして大変申し訳ございません。次の快速東京駅はただいま高円寺中野間走行中です。ご到着までもうしばらくお待ちください。駅の番号は中野停車中から各駅大丈夫。中野停車中から各駅大了解です。次の快速東京駅、ただいまお隣中野駅まで到着しております。到着までもうしばらくお待ちください。
中野はあんま遊ばない。走行中です。駅到着までもう少々お待ちください。本日武蔵小金井駅におきまして発生いたしました人身事故の影響で中央線快速電車大幅にダイヤ乱れての運転となっております。ご利用のお客様にはご迷惑ご不便をおかけしまして大変申し訳ございません。次の快速東京駅はただいま中野新宿間走行中です。大変お待たせいたしました。快速東京駅まもなく到着いたします。8番線ご注意ください。快速東京駅到着です。危ないですので黄色い線の内側でお待ちください。この電車は新宿を出ますと四谷、お茶の水、神田、終点東京の順に停車いたします。車内混み合っての到着です。少しでも空いている乗車口のご利用お願いいたします。ご乗車ありがとうございました。新宿に到着です。車内にお忘れ物、お菓子物、忘れませんようご注意ください。本日は電車の到着を大幅に遅れまして大変申し訳ございませんでした。
8番線ドアが閉まります。ご注意ください。
降りるお客様、すみました
の扉からご順に車内中幅、座席の前までお進みください。また次の快速到着、急速の到着となります。合わせにご利用ください。松原線から快速東京行き発車いたします。閉まる扉にご注意ください。扉閉まります。これからのご乗車ご遠慮ください。
So we see different expression of the protein versus the type 2 receptor in the tumors. Now we also performed the in situ hybridization for looking at the mRNA protein in the middle of the slide, and the expression of the mRNA protein TDP1 as well as the type 1 receptor. When we look for the staining for the type 2 receptor, it's much decreased going along with the decreased levels of protein in the So our model shows that we're using the aging light that there is decreased levels and activities of the type 2 receptor in our mouse model system, which goes along with promotion of lung. Our next question was to determine whether deletion of TDP1 affects lung thermogenesis. And for this we employed the thesis of the lactic TDP1 mouse. Now the lactic TDP1 antibodies generated in the H4 antibodies are about typically to count to a family weight. So this kind of mouse is not very good for Alzheimer's, but when we look at the TDP1 heterozygous glutamate, it's more antibodies and publicated to the doctor. So Dr. Lola uses mouse to look at liver cancer. So she treated these mice with nitrosamine and looked at the percentage of mice tumors and found on the lower there's an increase in the percentage of mice tumors in the heterozygous strain compared to the wild type glutamate. And surprisingly, she also looked at the lung and surprisingly found that there was also an increase in the percentage of mice with lung tumors compared to wild type glutamate. So we kind of became very interested in this at that point. And in order to be able to study this in the lung better, because these are the blood and like not conducive to studying lung cancer, we crossed the AJ mouse, which is the blood TDP1 heterozygous mouse, to generate the next one generation of TDP1 heterozygous mice and wild type glutamate. So our strategy was to dose these mice, this was the mice with carcinogen, to generate lung cancer. So as we started dosing them, we wanted to determine that we really had the mice, the bona fide mice that we wanted. So we did show the immunosuccessful thing pattern of TDP1 in the lung bronchioles of these mice. Now the wild type mice on the upper left shows abundant staining for TDP1 in the bronchioles. These are some of normal mice before they get their attention. Now the middle panel shows the heterozygous mice, and you see really good expression staining of the TDP1 here. We also did in situ hybridization with antigen, so there's a similar reduction in expression of the TDP1 in the heterozygous mice compared to the wild type mice. Now we also verified this with Northern Blood, bottom left, as well as competitive RT-PCR. That's kind of interesting research, okay? So we see reduced expression of TDP1 in the heterozygous mice compared to the wild type glutamate, and these are so-called normal mice. So we used the same strategy we did with the aging mice. We injected isocarbonate into TDP1 heterozygous and wild type mice, and so much of it, and then sacrificed 20 mice were sacrificed over and then we looked at the carcinogen response and shown panel A of the type of hyperplasia, panel B type of and panel C carcinoma, and the TDP1 heterozygous mice are shown in the red compared to the wild type mice. And I think in the hyperplasia anatomy, it's very evident that it takes fluorescence as well as non-clustering numbers and decreased correlation in TDP1 heterozygous mouse shown in red compared to the wild type glutamate counterpoint. And I would like to continue going through the panel C of the carcinoma because while we see carcinomas appearing in the heterozygous mice by about 4 months, it takes about 1 year to see these carcinomas appearing in the wild type glutamate. We looked at the staining for an expression of type 2 receptor proteins in these lung lesions and saw decreased expression of the type 2 receptor and carcinomas, this is shown in the bottom right panel, in the heterozygous mice compared to the wild type mice. Now, we also looked at the relative levels of the type 2 receptor mRNA levels from these mice as they were treated with ethylcarbamate with progressing tumorigenesis. And we were able to take decreasing levels of the type 2 receptor mRNA as lung tumorigenesis increased from hyperplasia to adenoma and then on to carcinoma. So our third question was, does deletion of TGF-beta1 and mutation of KRAS affect lung tumorigenesis because tumorigenesis TGF-beta and KRAS are theoretically forming a story? For this question, we used the TGF-beta1 heterozygous KRAS late activatable mouse. Now, to start a game play of TJ Beta 1 and KRAS, we had to generate these mice. We crossed the TJ Beta 1 heterozygous map, which was in C57 Black 16, with the KRAS, with the map called the KRAS Late Next Available map, which was in the string SB129. And we have seen these mice from Project Deck. I don't have time to go into what is the KRAS Late Next Available map. It's just, for sake of argument, it's just estimated what was the second game. So we were able to generate 4 different genotypes on these mice. The TJ Beta 1 heterozygous, the KRAS Late Next Available map, which I'll call the double mutant. The TJ Beta 1 wild type KRAS Late Next Available map, which I'll call the KRAS single mutant. The TJ Beta 1 heterozygous KRAS wild type single mutant, and the wild type was so here are map lines that are carcinogens, and these were extracted from mice that I believe were 3 months of age. And one can show in panel, one can see in panel A, the celluloid nodules that indicate these lung tumors, and the double mutant shown in panel A, and the KRAS single mutant shown in panel A. We don't see tumors forming in the TJ Beta 1 heterozygous map or the wild type that are the rare of the case. So we looked at the effect of either protein or gene origin in KRAS mutation in mouse survival. To make a long story short, if you concentrate on lines on plots for A and B double mutant and B is the KRAS single mutant, and you see these crystallized bands of both these compared to the TJ Beta 1 heterozygous single mutant and the wild type rhythm. Now we looked at the quality of formation of these lines and show that there's increased hyperplasia and dead numbers in the KRAS single mutant, but increased numbers of parts numbers in the double mutant shown in the bottom panel. We looked at the absorption of TJ Beta 1 and effective receptor proteins in these mice, and it showed that there's increased levels of TJ Beta 1 effective receptor and the double mutant and parts numbers shown below in the panel of the TKO compared to the wild type in the single mutant. Since we're interested in the signaling pathway, we also looked at the type of receptor as well as the protein. And I won't go through all this, but suffice it to say that in the double mutant, we see on the right upper, the type of receptor protein and production of plant protein. Further extended our graduation of the TJ Beta pathway. In addition, we reduced the production of MAD7 protein, as well as expedited production of KRAS and RAP1 with KRAS signaling pathway. We also looked at the apoptotic effects in the single mutant and double mutant MAP1 adenomas, and showed able to show reduced apoptosis in the double mutant adenomas compared to the KRAS single mutant. So our model shows that essentially one can have the tumor suppressor function of TJ Beta migrating to be the tumor promotion activity of TJ Beta by at least 4 different pathways in these mice that can develop into the promotion of lung tumors. So in addition, I thought I'd add this slide again. There's quite a bit of activity and there are other companies that are now looking at using antibodies targeting alkaline and to develop mononucleotides to develop resistant against the particular type of cancer. And I want you to draw your attention to a compound called leuconex, which is being developed by NovoRx against the targeted TJ Beta. They are currently in the phase 2 trials against non-small cell lung cancer. So I want to acknowledge the people who really did work. Jerry Anderson, he's now at GW, as well as Yang Kang, Elena Novovic, Andy Server, and MIT, we thank Howard and I'd like to in the next 5 minutes, so they have the right to introduce themselves. I'd like back to Shane Bush. Welcome to the 2017-2018 Wednesday afternoon lecture series here at the INIT. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Mark Banerjee. I'm a senior faculty in the biology and neurobiology branch at MSCC, and I'm really presenting on behalf of the membrane protein interest group. Today we have one of the few lectures in this recent state, the NIH Director's Lecture, which means that the lecture was hosted for by the directors of the NIH Institute. The reason I brought this not part of my script here, because it is impossible to not feel overwhelmed by one even attempts to introduce listening. And it is not really only because after performing great listening experiments in the on-channel field as a young faculty at Harvard Medical School,
he decided that he was not satisfied with the resolution of the experiments that the bench studies were providing him, and decided to crystallize potassium channels, which was at that point in time considered an impossible feat by many established astronomers. And not only because after receiving the Nobel Prize at a very young age, he continued to push the frontiers of the ion channel and membrane protein research field by solving the first structure of eukaryotic potassium channels he said it was the first eukaryotic membrane protein structure to be solved through hydrolysis purification. And also not because at a stage interior, when others had chosen to lead from the back, when I was up with him, and then also the market 7 o'clock, and continue working with it. And not only because that, it has done well. When the structure of the first 4 potassium channel came out, one thing was that actually was experiments done by God. And because like the proverbial visually impaired men trying to gain an element, these are much statements of God scientific person. The form of which is really understanding single-minded and singularly insightful portions of the problem that allows his life how I channel form. That is both exemplary and inspirational. I'm positive to go through his awards because they are not really considered brought out as whenever I came to your age, I didn't want them. First, you will survive a job because no more than published in nature tries to get the deepest level of blood which was forever to. It is free to stop. Again, that really demonstrates both our biology and the identity, no matter much of God's form. Especially God's animal moves up. I'm surprised how small this center was for Lionel Pepper. I quickly realized that what that thing was, it focused everyone's attention onto the screen. And almost every group meeting, we would have advocated discussions that occasionally ended with Rod's voice slowly rising over the rest of us. And as everyone else pointed out, Rod would share almost as a soliloquy his insights on the issue. Personally, these are some of the deepest moments of learning of my life that I often get back. We're lucky we have the NIH, Rod, some of the editions and except without taking any more time away from him. Thank you very much.